What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars champion Andrew Dimalanta.
And I'm Nicki Dimalanta.
I had a really stupid brain fart right as we started.
That was staying in there, okay.
Yeah, no. I'm just telling them about it. They're not seeing it.
Oh, okay.
Just telling them that.
Yeah.
Beyond
that was something.
Schmoedown. It was something. It was a video Schmoedown. What? Video game Schmoedown?
Rough start. Welcome, guys. We got an exciting week upon us.
Oh, we do. You want to take it over the show? Go ahead.
Well, you were drinking. I didn't want it to be awkwardly quiet.
Go ahead.
Usually you lead into the show and you're just...
You do it. I want to see you do it.
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay. No big news, I don't think. God, there was something I wanted to talk about, but it just fell out of my head.
Tournaments.
No.
A Christian announcement.
I think it was an announcement. I can't remember.
I know, bro. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too. But only 3 matches this week.
It's a brief week because we're leading up to a crazy week this week. So, it's okay. Well, not really a break, but kind of a break.
Kind of a break, yeah.
But not really. It's still 3 matches.
Yeah, it's still 3 matches. But
maybe we'll think of what you were trying to think of.
I don't... I probably won't think of it. Let's just go ahead and get into the matches because...
You do this every time as though something's going to change.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just,
Jump right into
it like we always do. Oh, shoot. I'm in the wrong. Hold on.
Wrong notes.
I'm in the wrong notes. I'm looking at something else. Okay, here we go. We're back.
What are you doing?
Baby. We're back. Okay. Our first match is a singles match between the Boston Badass, Paige Frabetti of the Usual Suspects versus Rachel Switchblade Silvestrini of the Den.
Looking for their first wins.
Both, yeah. Both of them looking for their first wins in singles. Mm-hmm. Round 1. Rachel missed a question about Super 8 and Joe Dante. We also learned that Andrew Guy was a black belt in Taekwondo.
Me too.
Look at that.
Me too.
What style did you do, Andrew?
Yeah. Were you ITF? ATA?
Or the best one, WTF?
I'm not going to... She said that. I didn't. They're all... It's... To each his own. I'm more of... I tried ITF when we first met.
What? What do you mean you tried ITF?
No, I tried. I got introduced to
it. Oh,
it.
yeah. We got exposed to ITF.
That's the word for it. I got exposed to it because I did ATA when I first started doing Taekwondo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, WTF is way more.
Not for me.
Not for me. It's way more my speed, way more for Andrew, I should say.
This Andrew.
Yeah.
You don't know about the other Andrew.
I don't know about the other Andrew, but you were like, well, really, he did Taekwondo. I was like, he is half Korean. I wouldn't put it back.
True. And I also, as we were talking about it, I'm like, I feel like I have deja vu. I feel like he's mentioned this before, and we had the same reaction. Like, what?
He does Taekwondo?
Andrew Guy did Taekwondo? Like, I feel like he definitely probably mentioned it one time before. Yeah. We did the same thing.
Probably on a different show, though.
Maybe he mentioned on like Action Guys or something. I don't know. But I did get some mad deja vu. Like, I think we knew this, and then we forgot, and they got excited all over again.
Stream, maybe? Because you were in streams quite a bit, just asking to see Snickers.
Yeah. Who wouldn't? Dog's adorable.
Dogs are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met his dog in person.
I did. Haven't met Andrew Guy in person. Met his dog in person.
And his girlfriend.
But not him. Dog's pretty cute, though.
Soon.
One day.
Sorry. Tangent.
Anyways, Paige, Miss Frabetti, got a perfect round 1 and got the bonus. And can I also say, I should have said this at the top of the thing
of the show
that of this match
yeah.
That Paige's promo.
Oh yeah, the hockey.
That girl just skated right into my heart. I thought that was a great promo. Thought she did a great job. I never was able to get down the whole
the skid stop.
The skid stop, the sideways skid stop.
You ever been ice skating? I've been a couple times.
Yeah, me and my best friend in high school, she and I used to go ice skating all the time because she was really into ice hockey.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
She was super into ice hockey. And she and I would go, there was an ice rink down the road, not too far from her house. And she and I, high school, we used to go a lot. And she could do that kind of stuff. I could not.
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. I wish I could. It looks cool. My version of stopping on, I haven't been ice skating in forever, but I do like it. It's a lot of fun. You fall, the ice is right there. So you're going to be okay. But like my version of stopping was like either slowly drifting into a wall or kind of just like nudging my toe forward because there's that little rough end on the toes to help you stop.
Yeah.
I would just kind of do that a little bit, but not too fast. Otherwise you fall. I wish I could do that sideways stop. Man, it looks so cool. And you get to spray snow dust on people. Ice dust, also known as snow. Anyways.
Maybe you can get Paige to teach you.
What?
Maybe you can get Paige to teach you.
Maybe. Come teach me ice skating.
Down here in Florida.
In Florida. Well, there's ice rinks.
There is.
We try.
Yeah. UCF has one. Has an
UCF
ice rink.
sets one up, yeah.
Every Christmas time, every holiday season, they set up an ice rink in front of the arena.
Both of us UCF alumni. Lived in Orlando for a long time now. Have never been to that ice rink. Have we? No.
No, we worked outside of it. No,
Never skated in it.
Never skated in it.
God, it's been years. Anyways, 6-9 in favor of Paige. Round 2. Rachel goes first. She spins Lucasfilm, sticks with it.
Ooh.
Perfect round 2. Sweeps it.
Crushes it.
Paige goes. She spins away from musicals, gets Quentin Tarantino. Ooh. Another perfect round 2. They're crushing it. 14-17 in favor of Paige. Round 3. 2-pointer for Rachel, fantasy sci-fi. Which actor co-stars with Jennifer Lawrence as Jim Preston in the film Passengers? Star-Lord, I think, himself. Chris Pratt. 3-pointer for Rachel. Horror. It's horror? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this sounds like horror. I was like, Denzel Washington, isn't it a horror movie?
What was I thinking?
No, yeah. When you get to the end of the question, it's like, oh, yeah, that's scary. Denzel Washington plays Philadelphia police detective John Hobbs in what 1998 horror thriller about a serial killer whose murderous rampage continues after his execution?
Oof.
Fallen. Got it. That sounds intriguing and terrifying. I want to know, how does it continue after? After he dead?
Yeah, after he did.
That's some kind of jigsaw stuff. Like, I kind of want to watch it, but I'm also not a huge scary movie person.
Me neither. I don't like scary movies.
We should talk about this one day on
another show.
On another show, because there's only a handful of scary movies I've ever watched.
Me too.
And honestly, at this point, I'm not sure if I would enjoy sitting down and watching them. I don't know.
No, I'm not. No, I don't like seek it when that time of year comes around. It's like, oh, all the scary movies are coming out. I'm like, I'm good.
Part of me really wants to. Yeah, we should definitely talk about this. 2-pointer for Paige. Tom Hanks. T. Hanks. America's uncle.
America's dad?
Dad? Does he have kids? Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Hanks starred in, directed, and wrote what 1996 film that also has Tom Everett Scott, Liv Tyler, and Steve Zahn? That Thing You Do.
Wow. Have you ever seen that movie?
I think I had to watch it in like my film class in high school, but I don't remember.
I like the song and I like the movie.
That thing you do.
Breaking my heart to. Oh, and that's not the verse.
I don't know that song.
Like you always do. And you.
Yeah. 3-pointer for Paige. Comedy.
That's where One Hit Wonders come from. So the band's name was Wonders. The Wanderers.
Really?
That's where, because they had one hit. I think they say it in the movies, like
the band that movie's about.
Yeah,
and they were called the Wonders. And then they had that one song, and it was like, oh well, the one hit wonders over there, a bunch of idiots.
Yeah,
and then that's where it came from.
That's where it came from. The One Hit Wonders.
How embarrassing! Oh boy, are they still like around?
No, they had one hit and they broke up.
No, I mean like with us. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't know how long ago that took place. I don't know. But yeah, no, that doesn't make sense if they were.
Because Tom Hanks played the manager of the band.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, no, I think I watched it. Don't remember.
Really good movie.
3-pointer for Paige. Comedy. You'll find a kangaroo named Jackie Legs. In what 2000 comedy? Kangaroo. Jackie Legs. What other comedy movie from the 90s prominently features a kangaroo? Kangaroo Jack, I guess.
I guess.
Got it. 5-pointer
You
for
watch
Rachel.
Kangaroo Jack and Sugar Foster every time they say goodbye.
A Foster. That's probably not. How do you say?
Fosters.
Yeah,
Australian.
no. I wonder how you say it, like in an Australian accent.
Fosters.
Foster's. Australian for beer.
Oh, I said goodbye.
Oh, Lord. Sorry.
Sorry.
Any of you Aussies out there that aren't watching this. 5-pointer for Rachel. Denzel Washington pops back up. Which Academy Award winning actress plays Eva Mae Fisher, Antoine's mother in Antoine Fisher? She did miss it. It was Viola Davis, 19-22 in favor of Miss Paige Frabetti, getting her first win with a perfect game.
God, both of these ladies
this
played really well.
This was a
Yeah.
fantastically matched match. Paige obviously taking the win, playing a perfect game.
Yeah.
Obviously, she played well.
this was-
Rachel played fantastic as well.
And this is one of those where it's like Rachel's like, Rachel can totally get her first win because look at the last 3 singles opponents. Who was it? It was
Oh, I don't remember. But
John
they were
Roca,
big
Ethan
names.
Irwin, and JTE.
Something like that.
Something like that. It's like, come on, man. Give her like Joseph Scrimshaw. Give her a rookie she can knock around.
She got beat up on.
Yeah, just beat up on and get her first win. It's like, well, we gave you a rookie.
She also went perfect.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, there's not much to do. when
Exactly.
that
And
happens.
she's one of those competitors where it's like, come on, man. I just want you to see your first win in this division. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So,
It's rough. It's
It's
a
a-
rough go, especially when she did play well.
yeah.
you
So,
know?
because like there was all that nonsense last season when she got put in the tournament instead of Goddard.
Right.
And I was like, oh, what are they doing in the den? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, she's clearly doing the work now.
Yeah.
And if she goes into the tournament here, it's like, yeah, keep that steam going. You have that momentum on your side now. You just don't have the momentum of a win.
Right.
You just have that fire now to get that first win. And what a better way to do it in the tournament.
Yeah, and maybe you got those like first singles match of the year jitters out of the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And it's just unfortunate because like it's like, come on, man, give her an opponent you can really see her win over. Unfortunately, because of her record, she'll probably get a low seed against a high seed.
with how that works in
Yeah,
tournaments.
that's how that works out in tournaments. So it's like, oh man, come on.
Yeah.
So
But you never know. We've seen crazy things happen in
have.
tournaments.
Yeah.
So
Perry Nemiroff beat Mike Kalinowski in the first round of the tournament last season.
wild.
So wild things happen in tournament. That's why I love tournaments. Unexpected things happen because of seeding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Things that you think are supposed to happen and then, oh my God, they don't. And it just shakes up people. They break brackets everywhere.
exactly.
You know, that's always fun when that happens.
Yeah, and on the side of the suspects still on a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think they said as this much like Paige is like MVP. Like,
Oh my God.
of-
She is.
I mean, you could probably speak to this because she's on your faction.
She is insane. This girl is just she's so invested. And she's always up. I always see the messages coming in from her like, who wants to do a study session this day? This person's got a match coming up. That person's got a match. This team's got a match coming
Yeah.
up. Let's get together and do a study session. And I always see it coming from Paige. She's just takes so much initiative.
Yeah, I think
she's
there's-
so invested.
Yeah, every faction probably has that one player, most likely a rookie that's just like
Somebody
all
that's
in
just
on
got
it.
that like,
Yeah,
you know.
I want to do, and I would say, Jesse's kind of is like that on our team. It's like, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to help out. I don't care if I'm mock matching against Andrew or Bibbs. Let's do this. I'm doing it. I'm there for the team. Let's do it. Let's go. And from what I hear of what Paige is doing, it's like that's totally, every team needs that.
Oh no, my girl's committed. Very much committed. We
And
actually have a study session coming up this week. Forgot what day it's supposed to be when you're listening to this.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, she's if there was an MVP for like study sessions, Miss Frabetti would be getting
and
that.
it helps out too because like you think like, oh, I don't want to be a detriment to my own game, but I think that helps her prepare for her matches too.
Probably.
So
I can't imagine it would hurt. You know?
yeah.
I mean,
just being in the rhythm of the game, there's no other way to do it than just to play
Yeah.
mock matches and stay up on your, because you can study. Speaking as a Star Wars competitor, it's like you can only do so much to,
by yourself.
by yourself. Yeah, you can memorize names and watch the movies and all that, but if you don't practice
Yeah.
the flow of the game, it can hurt you.
Yeah. And having somebody else fire questions at you.
Yeah.
Making you get to an answer in a way that you might not have gotten there. Like
Yeah.
you might have thought to get to that answer this way, and then somebody else might ask you this way.
Or just like, hey, that. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, that you're like, oh, shoot, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. I'm sure for a singles and teams player, even specialty players, yeah, absolutely. It helps. It could not be any sort of detriment.
And to have somebody like Paige, it's like it's a gem in your team. Just to have somebody like that.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Yeah, and fantastic showing for her. Going perfect in singles division, it always impresses me when somebody goes perfect.
I don't know. I don't know how they do it. And she was just she and I were just DMing each other the other day, and she was like, "I don't know how you guys do it in Star Wars." I'm like, "Excuse me."
We have this conversation every time.
It's like
every
I don't know
single competitor
how
we've
people
talked to
do it.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. We got 12 movies at the moment. You got 12 bazillion.
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Here are
do
the
it.
movies.
Like, yeah, absolutely. It's Star Wars is dumb because you have to know like somebody in the background shadows of a whatever. But like, at least it's only 12 movies.
Yeah.
You got to know everything ever that came out in a theater? No thanks.
No, thank you.
You want to see someone get knocked out in round one? Put me in, coach.
It's your boy.
It's your girl. Put me in, Sam. All right, our second match. We have another singles match. We've got Jen, the meme queen Kemp. Or the meme queen. I always forget if it comes before their name or in the middle of their name sometimes. Representing Swag. I think it's the meme queen.
Jen Kempe, yeah.
Representing Swag versus the debut of Felix Money Morit.
Yeah, this match.
Morit.
He has
Moret.
the Schmo ball.
Schmo money ball.
Schmo money ball. Is that? I don't know.
Schmoney.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to see this guy because he, a lot of talk of like, hey, I got strats. You know, I got.
If they spin this, you do that.
Yeah, just
You
like
know?
a lot of like numbers and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, and we've said it before. Numbers is cool, but like,
We already got Frankie numbers.
yeah,
So
yeah. Sometimes the numbers do lie, and you just got to go in with knowledge. So,
Right.
and but I was interested to see, and then Jen coming off of that really good team's
with
performance.
Vinny.
Yeah,
she did a really good job. Yeah. Probably going into this with some momentum from that, even though it was a loss.
Yeah.
She, as an individual, played really well. So, round one. Felix missed the very first question about Tangled. That had to be a rough start.
love
love
Tangled.
Tangled.
I love Tangled. It's one of my top favorite animated ones.
And then he missed something about Dirty Harry, Black Sheep, and the creature from the Black Lagoon. Jen, on the other hand, got a perfect round. And she got the bonus.
Yeah, rough start for him though, man. That sucks when you're like, ugh.
4-9 in favor of Jen. Round two. Felix goes first. Spins away from the wizarding world. I can only imagine that might be Jen's category because she's an IG competitor, if I'm not mistaken. Spins away, gets 90s movies. Multiple choice 3 times. Got 1, missed 2, both of which got stolen. So that's
Just sorry. Yeah,
that's a big fat uh-oh.
starting to snowball for him.
So Jen goes. She gets Wizarding World, sticks with it. Multiple choice 1 time. It was her
Only.
Well, I don't know if it was the only question. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But she went to multiple choice knowing that she could, had the room, the wiggle room to be like, let me just not frivolously give something away.
Yeah.
Checks down a multiple choice, gets it right. And on that right answer, 7-18 in favor of Jen with not just a TKO, a full-blown knockout.
Plus and minus. That's
An extra plus
This
one.
is only the second one we've seen this season, I think.
I don't know.
It's less than 3. I know that.
An extra +1 to Swag for the KO and a -1 to the stars.
Yeah, the stars are looking a little rough right now.
That's
Sucks.
a rough go.
That's a rough go. And I have to say, since this is the last female competitor of the week, the ladies are looking good. Ladies are looking real good this week. This
Yeah.
past week, I should say. But yeah, Jen she's a legit triple threat.
Yeah,
A
for sure.
legit triple threat now because we've seen her succeed in do well in IG.
Yeah.
We've seen her do well in teams, and then she gets a knockout in singles.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
No,
a good player to have.
She's one of those people that's kind of sneaky that I think people might
Yeah.
be preoccupied thinking about big names.
Yeah. And then you have
Big
Jen Kempe
names of
coming in.
people that have been in it a couple of years longer or whatever. And then Jen comes in and it's like, oh, by the way, I'm good at this too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think Oyama said she's like he knows full well what Jen is capable of, and it's like we're just waiting for it to happen. And
Waiting for everyone else to see it.
yeah. So I think she's one of those competitors where, like you just said, like you might see her be stacked up against somebody in the tournament. And it's like, I'm going with the other person because, Jen, whatever. Now it's like, oh, okay. Maybe you should be worried about Jen Kempe because she played fantastic.
Yeah. And she relaxed, joking around. And I feel like she was that way in the teams match and in this match.
Yeah.
So
she's fighting her stride.
Yeah, absolutely. So very excited to see what she does. And if she gets put into the singles tournament, I feel like she definitely has a strong bid to go into it. I know on Swag, you're going to definitely have your,
final exam.
Paul and your Lon.
Yeah.
And then he's got a couple other people to choose from. I don't have Swag's roster memorized. Sue me.
Yeah.
But I do believe that Jen probably has a strong bid to be one of those entries.
If you're on the fence about, who do I put in? Put Jen in.
Yeah.
She just got you an extra point. She got you 3 points?
Yeah.
3 big points. And took one away from the Stars.
You don't get a KO by accident.
Yeah, no. Sure. I already forgot his name.
Felix.
Not the best showing. Really rough day. Just it is one of those games where it kept snowballing.
Yeah.
When Jen was going on Wizarding World, I was like, God, you could see it's like I really should have taken this category.
I feel like it was written on his face, like, oh no, like it seemed like he knew some of them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's just one of those days where when everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
For him, and it sucks when it's in his debut because now it's like we waited so long to see you come out and debut. And then you just have a rough go at it, and it sucks. And so, where was I going with that? Yeah, but the Stars, not looking too good for them. But again, they have
lots of opportunities left still.
Less opportunities than Swag does with
at the
moment for the title matches. But I think there's a couple other matches coming up with Jeff coming up tournaments. You got Alex Damon going into the Star Wars tournament. I mean, only a fool would bet against Alex Damon in a tournament.
Yeah.
The way he's been in the last couple of years. So the Stars aren't fully in panic mode, but it's like, all right, I think they're just looking at it like we need to buckle down a bit more.
Yeah.
Really focus on who we have coming up next, and right the ship because nobody's out of it. We say it all the time. We're only a little bit halfway through the season. So
yeah. Once you get down to the last couple of matches, that's when it gets a little scary. But there's definitely lots of opportunities. When you have, I don't know, every single tournament still on the horizon, there's still plenty of opportunities. Yeah. And you've just given birth to the Otter couple for them to go into the teams tournament, and they might do some heavy damage. You've also got, both of the people on the Otter. You got Jeff and Janine
going into singles.
I would assume are going to singles.
Yeah, and I think that was one of those announcements I think I want to talk about. Like Jeff has a path to the title now. So
exactly,
it's a little mini gauntlet going.
Oh, maybe that's what you wanted to talk about.
Maybe that's what it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, but the winners of certain matches will face the winner of who ultimately has it after the.
Do you want me to look it up?
No.
Okay.
But the Ethan Irwin and then the Kevin Smith, Marisol McKee winners of that, whoever has the belt after that they go up against whoever this little gauntlet with Jeff is in.
Yeah.
So there's an opportunity there for the Stars.
Yeah.
So
I know JTE's involved in one match.
Yes.
Jeff Snyder goes against Chance Ellison.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Because I know we were talking about it. It's like, there's a chance that we could see a Patriots
collision,
JTE versus Jeff Snyder. And then I think the other outcome could be corruption on corruption because it was like Chance and Adam Collins.
So Adam Collins faces JTE.
And then Chance faces Jeff. So you could have corruption on corruption. You could have Patriot on Patriot. Some other mixture of those outcomes.
Yeah. So
very exciting.
Very exciting. So I think I think that's what I was want to talk about.
Maybe
it's another like mini tournament.
Yeah.
A little gauntlet run for the title, and it's right around when the singles tournament should be starting.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I think whoever's in this little gauntlet, do they get put in the tournament because they're in title contention?
I don't know how that works.
I have no idea how that works.
Because that'd be kind of scary for corruption if that's the case. Two of your heaviest hitters, and if there's the possibility that they can't be in the tournament because of that, not that means Shannon's in trouble, but that just means that two of your guaranteed entries into that tournament might not be able to go in.
Yeah.
So but that also means she has more opportunities for success.
Yeah. More opportunities for points.
Rather than just putting 4 people into a tournament, she's got 4 going in the tournament plus these 2 people on this separate track.
Yeah.
So it could be great for Shannon.
Interesting things could happen.
Who knows?
Yeah. So fantastic match by Jen. I mean, because after her team's run, it's like you better keep an eye out for her because she's a sneaky good player, and if she can keep this momentum going, then she becomes kind of like how on my team, Horowitz. It's like, how good can Horowitz be? It's like the first one. It's like, he played good, but how good really is he? And then he just goes on a tear.
He just
like,
keeps on going,
dude,
doing well.
Yeah. So I would like to see more of her in the singles division because she knows her IG stuff.
Teams was a rocky go.
Teams are rocky go because half of that win or loss, isn't 100% on her.
Right.
Things like that. But when it's in singles, it's like it's all you. And when you succeed, it's like, I want to see more of it.
Yeah. Next match and final match for this week.
Final match for the week.
It's an IG. We've got Jacob the Wonder Whitnabin
yeah.
of the Usual Suspects versus Jesse the Jackal Swift of the Mercs. Yeah. It's a house divided.
House divided. My boy's trying to get back try to get into the winning circle.
Oh, yeah.
And your boy.
Both these guys looking for their first win in IG.
Yeah. Wouldn't have been coming off a rough go. So
yeah.
trying to shake that off and just get into the winner's circle.
Spoiler alert. This is not the easiest goings either.
Yeah, this match felt like it was like an hour, 2 hours long.
This had to be a rough match to be a part of because wow.
Yeah.
Round one, not because of the performances, but just because of how it went.
Yeah.
Tough questions and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Round one, Jacob missed a question about Captain Marvel. Jesse missed a question about San Francisco. I guess being a setting of a movie or something.
It was it was the Planet of the Apes question about what zoo this is the film name on or something like that.
That's right. You're right. Mm-hmm. They both missed a question about Batman 1989.
Oh yeah.
Prometheus and Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That one hurt. I love this film.
Yeah.
What was the question? It was something about the video game that they played, Knives and Scott played.
The Ninja Revolution or whatever.
Yeah, it's a play on Dance Revolution.
The Mega Ninja.
Oh, I like how when he stands there like this, his character stands there like that. Like, I can never beat that guy.
It's such a fun movie.
I love it. It was one of those movies because you don't believe me, but there was a time where like when we weren't watching.
Said this many times.
We weren't watching Star Wars on loop. We'd pick a movie and we're like, hey, what do you want? Like, I feel like watching a movie tonight. What do you want to watch? And two movies that we did this with, it was Scott Pilgrim versus the World and Deadpool. We would just like watch them on repeat because I don't remember that. We were so high on these movies when they came out.
I do not remember that.
I remember that. I remember watching Deadpool and Scott Pilgrim like over and over and over again because I love them. It's such a good movie. It's like, making it up. No, I'm not making it up. When Scott Pilgrim came out, I'm like, come on, man, and it didn't get nominated for as many Oscars as it should. I think it should have gotten a nod for art direction because like you're not going to find another film that like visceral, you know what I mean? Just that pops like that. There's no other movie in my recent memory that pops like Scott Pilgrim does.
It's a
visually.
Very unique movie.
I think that's what turned a lot of people off to it. It's like
it's too graphic novel-y.
Yeah, it's like that's the point.
Yeah,
it literally there's very few movies that are based off of like a graphic novel. Like 300 is another one that pops in my brain that literally jumps off the pages.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim is definitely one of those, and they play around like I'm nerding out on this because they mess with aspect ratios. The aspect ratio kept shifting throughout the movie. You're falling asleep. I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and move on.
Aspect ratio.
The frame, the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would shift to mimic a comic book.
You
never realized that?
No. No, not really.
Yeah, it would constantly change to mimic how frames on a page would be different. So I remember like a time or two that happened. I feel like when they fought the Katayanagi twins, that kind of thing happened. It did that, but it would do that subtly to where you wouldn't notice it, like you probably didn't.
Oh,
but,
a simpleton like me.
There's so many things about that movie. It's like, why isn't this movie getting more recognition, like award-wise? Because it's so like, I think that's the thing. It was just so nerdy.
Yeah.
And it was so niche.
Yeah.
And it wasn't one of those Oscar-worthy films.
Yeah.
So.
Well. It's about video games. They make, video game jokes, lots of video game references. I get it. If you're not into that kind of thing, I get it. Mm-hmm. Like I know we've said it before. Like my parents sat down and watched it, and they got to the first fight scene with Matthew Patel.
Yeah.
And
my name is Matthew.
Matthew Patel. And like as soon as he like started doing like the Bollywood dance, they were like, this movie isn't for us. I don't know what's happening. They're fighting. He's dancing and singing. This movie's not for us.
It was so
they like turned it off.
It was so meta too. I think
Yeah.
that was another thing that turned a lot of people off by it. It was like, what?
I love that movie.
I love it so much.
It's a good one.
It's so good.
Well evened, you know. It's an even match because at the end of round 1, it's 6-6. Round 2, Jesse spins opponent's choice. He gets Planet of the Apes, which from what
He
you
says.
can deduce from him and Coy talking was like the one thing they didn't want to get.
because he got into the post match. He was like, God, out of all the categories on this wheel, there's one category that I just hadn't gotten to yet in my studies.
That's the one.
That's the one.
He went to multiple choice one time, missed. No steal.
He went multiple times.
Wait, I'm getting there. Something happened in the meantime. Christmas. Sorry. Multiple choice, missed no steal. When Jacob went to steal, they didn't read the multiple choice options.
That's right. This one. Ken.
Christmas in July.
Ken being away from the desk for a while.
Oh man, I love Ken.
Oh yeah.
Ken on the desk. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can't get enough.
Wasn't into the rhythm of it and cost.
So yeah, they read the question to Jacob for the steal, but then did not read the multiple choice options again. Jacob was like, I don't know, D, or whatever he said, and it wasn't right. But they were like, hey man, you never read in the options again.
This has Sam written all over it.
I would not 100%
has Sam written all over it because I think if Sam wasn't in there, they'll probably be like just.
And is now what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what
a manager's there for. So they decided to give him a new question with multiple choice for a steal opportunity. It was a wash for anybody that was like, "It's not fair. He heard it the first time." Burp, burp. It doesn't matter. It was a wash. He didn't get the steal.
Force balances itself out.
Exactly. Then Jesse had a 2-point miss, no steal. Went to multiple choice 2 more times, missed both, no steal. Rough round 2.
Yeah, this did that one category.
Rough round 2, but you know what? If there's always a silver lining, at least in Jesse's case, at least none of them were stolen because oh my God.
Yeah, that would have been
like, oh boy, TKO ugly. Type stuff, you know?
That would have been real ugly.
That would have been real bad because it looks like he got one question and the rest were missed, but none of them got stolen. So that would have been real bad. So I guess if there's this lemonade out of lemons.
When life gives you lemons.
Life gives you lemons. Jacob goes. He spins Middle Earth. Keeps it. Multiple choice 4 times. Got 3. Missed the last one. No steal. 8-11 in favor of Jacob. So even with it not being the best of round 2s for either, it's still only a 3-point game. Math. Round 3. 2-pointer for Jesse. He gets Batman. You'll find Ed Begley Jr. and Drew Barrymore in which Batman film? Finally, the one with the trapeze.
Yes.
Batman Forever.
I remember a comment that we got on one of the episodes. Like somebody's like, I'm like what he said. I'm bashing my head. I can't remember what he said, but it's like, oh, this discussion with the Batman films. She's like,
I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know why I can't keep it straight. And he's like, it's not hard.
It's not hard at all.
Like, you're right, but for me, it is.
Michael Keaton plays Batman in two of the first Batman films. Of the modern era, not counting the older one with Adam West, and then it moves to Val Kilmer. Then it moves to George Clooney. Why I do not know. Then it goes to Bale, and then the Batfleck, and then we get to see the Robert Pattinson one.
There was only 2 Batmen before Christian Bale.
There were 4 Batman films.
No, but like
no, there are 3
of the modern
Batman. Ones. There's 3. There's Keaton, Kilmer, and
Clooney. I'm not a fan.
It hurts me to say George Clooney. I'm a fan of George Clooney, just not in a Batman film. Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman. Hi, Bruce Wayne.
Ew.
Yeah. We've had this discussion before. Did not change his Batman voice at all.
Even when he was in the suit.
Yeah. He would talk like
phoning it in, George.
He would be at like an event for how Bruce Wayne has these like funding events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where he funds a huge project and he's like, "Oh, hi, I'm Bruce Wayne," and he's talking to somebody that he fights on later on. It's like, "Hi, I'm Batman." It's like, what?
Unreal.
And they introduced the Bat card. It's
What's a Bat card?
A Batman credit card. It's like, never leave the cave without it.
Oh, that's so dumb. Like, we get it. You're rich. Like, what, he made his own MasterCard?
Yeah, basically.
Was it shaped like a bat?
No, it was a card with the Batman symbol on it.
lame. I can get one of those. I could probably order one.
I think they actually did print them. I think it was like it was either Master or Discovery that actually did print them the same.
I'm
It's like,
sure they did. I'm sure they did. And they probably charged people a lot for it.
Anybody who's ever seen this and is aware of how like merchandising works and all that, this movie was just a giant advertising for toys. Because they had like 3-4 different suits, 5 different vehicles. Yeah.
That was the one that they had those glass.
Yes.
What was that one? Batman
and Robin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember those glasses that you get them from like Burger King and McDonald's or whatever. Those were fun. You can probably get them on eBay now.
Probably, yeah. I don't know why you would want them.
Why wouldn't you?
Because it's a terrible movie.
Doesn't that make it better?
At least having you can be a weird, stupid flex. Like, hey guys, look what I got. It's like, why? Why not?
Because
bro?
I can't.
Because I can.
I won a pretty intense bidding war on eBay for these.
How much did you pay for it? $2,000.
Don't worry about
what?
No, God, I wouldn't do that. No. It would be fun to still have one, but no, that ship has
just like
sailed.
like a stupid weird flex. Like, look what I got, bro.
That nobody would care about.
Yeah, nobody. Cool
Story, Andrew. 3-pointer for Jesse, fantasy sci-fi. Who plays? All right. Either this is just some crazy sci-fi name, or I got auto-corrected. Tarkus?
No, you got it.
Jedak of the Tharks. Those are just sounds.
This is from John Carter of
John Carter. Willem Dafoe, the Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. In Spider-Man 2.
No, first Spider-Man.
Oh, I said a bad word. Sorry.
Yeah.
Man, Spider-Man is another one that I can't keep straight.
If there's nothing like that one scene where he's talking to himself in the mirror, there's nothing better than that. That's so good.
Willem Dafoe just going full on crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
And he's got crazy eyes too.
It's so good. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, I can't keep the Spider-Man straight either.
He does it in one take too.
I believe it.
It's so good.
There's like 500 Spider-Man movies, and I can't keep those straight either. The only ones that I'm relatively certain about are the ones Tom Holland is in.
And there's only 2 of them.
Exactly. Far From Home and Homecoming.
Yeah.
In the other order. Homecoming, then Far From Home. Yeah.
How many feature Tobey Maguire? I never got
3?
Yes. Nice. How many with Garfield?
2?
Yes. See, there you go. Can you name them? Because the one with
Spider-Man.
The one with Tobey Maguire is easy.
Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Spider-Man 3.
There you go.
Nice. Andrew Garfield. Mm-hmm. They have subtitle thingies?
No.
Does it start with Spider-Man?
No.
Oh, no. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes. There it is.
Nice.
You got them all.
Wait, that's all the Spider-Man movies?
That's all the Spider-Man movies. And then you have, Into the Spider-Verse, which is amazing. You have not seen it yet.
No. But okay, so I can't keep the titles of Batman straight. I can't tell you who plays Spider-Man in which one. I definitely can't tell you who's the bad guy.
You just said it.
Well, I mean, now that I know them, they're easy. But I definitely can't tell you who the bad guys are in each one. I know the Sandman's in one of them, probably like the third installment of something.
So Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire, it's green. It's a Green Goblin, and then in 2, it's
Green Goblin's son, James Franco.
No, he doesn't become the villain until the third one.
Oh boy, Sandman.
No, he's in the third one as well.
Shoot,
there's 3 villains in the third one.
Oh boy, Venom.
Yes.
Oh wait, he's in the third one.
He's in the third one.
No, who's in the second one?
The second one is Doc Ock.
Oh, he's lame.
No, he's fantastic in this movie. Spider-Man 2 is my favorite of the first trilogy. Even though I'm not huge on Tobey Maguire being Spider-Man. I never saw it.
I'm not a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fan.
I never saw it. I don't know. I like Garfield better than Tobey.
I am not a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
No way.
I never saw it.
Crying face, Tobey.
The movies are good. The movies are, yeah. Oh, come on, man.
And Black Suit Spider-Man. Fucking put me out of my misery. I hate that scene. Oh my God, it's so bad. Like, who watched that and was like, oh, Tobey, you fucking nailed it, my man. You did it. That was perfect. Cut the check. Oh, it's so bad. And it does. It looks like they just got like a tub of like hair gel and just like, yeah,
he looks at himself in the mirror. He's like, I'm edgy. She hates that. I used to torment Nikki with that. I get out of the shower and do that and go, Flexus tournament.
I'm so triggered right now.
Sorry. I won't do it again. That's the only time I'll ever do that again. But
I hate it.
I used to troll Nikki all the time with Flexus Spider-Man.
So stupid and annoying, and I don't like it. All right, moving on.
Sorry.
2-pointer for Jacob. Wizarding World. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, what is the name of the creature that transforms into whatever you fear most? That's terrible. The Bogret, I think is what he said.
Mm-hmm. You'd
Got
it. Just be a spider.
Mine would just be a gigantic spider.
Yep.
Oh, no. Don't say that.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to be all itchy. 3-pointer for Jacob. Alien and Predator. In Predators, who plays Ronald Nolan, a United States Army Air Cavalry soldier?
Ow.
That's a lot of words.
Say that 5 times fast.
Who has survived on the alien planet for multiple hunting cycles? Lawrence Fishburne. Morpheus.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in, coach. Missed
Call
it.
me Christian.
Call me. Missed it.
Even though you're in, or you're already in. Just in a different division.
She's in a different division. So sticking. Wait, no,
got her.
sticking.
I got her. she admitted it. I got her.
Oh no. Well, it is on the schedule.
Yeah.
Still hasn't happened yet. Sorry. See, if you search on YouTube, do you find it? No. Hasn't happened yet. I still win. He missed it, unfortunately. 5-pointer for Jesse. Indiana Jones. Arguably the best Indiana Jones. In Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Indy says he learned Quechua, the local Incan dialect, from riding with what historical figure?
What a question. Oh my God. I don't want to even remember Crystal Skull. You ask him that.
Pancho Villa. He missed it. All comes down to this. 5-pointer for Jacob. Heroes. Which superhero character will you hear say, I'll be there in every corner, in every empty room, as inevitable as your guilty conscience?
Sounds like a Batman quote.
Does.
I said
like
Ben
that
Affleck's
sounds like
Batman.
a Dark Knight type stuff.
Yeah.
The Shadow. Never heard of it. Missed. With that, 13 to 13, we're heading into sudden death. Question 1. Ghost Rider. Something about Eva Mendes. Unfortunately, Jacob missed. And with that, 13 to 14 in favor of Mr. Swift.
Getting his first win.
First
That's
W.
all you need, man.
That's all you need. It wasn't a pretty win, but it's
pretty.
Doesn't matter. You can have a beautiful win, a flawless, perfect game. You can have a rough go, and it's still going to count on your record the same.
Yeah. You still got to win.
Yep.
We say it all the time. Just like, what's his face? Fast Furious. Doesn't matter if you win by a quarter inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
You sound like Rocky's coach.
Sorry. Again, every time I do it in the way that from that Smitty video, not from how he sounds.
Oh. Yeah.
That's his family.
Who is that? Is that Vin Diesel?
Yeah, it's Vin Diesel.
Oh,
See,
wow.
Yeah, see, no, don't even try to get me to do a Vin Diesel because my voice cannot go that deep.
He's too gravelly.
Too gravelly. There's a reason he voiced Groot.
He just sounds like he really needs a lot of cups of tea.
Not that. It's just his registry is just like really low.
Just got it.
Doesn't
really
matter.
low.
See, even then, it sounds like Stallone if you try to do it. Doesn't matter if you win by a quarter inch a mile.
Ohana means family. Wow. I feel like I just heard a sound clip of Fast and Furious.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, no, congratulations to Jesse.
Yeah, man. It's an ugly win, but it's a win, man.
But
Come
it's
on.
still a win.
That's 3 points for our action.
And if you want to talk about getting experience in the Schmoedown, you're going to have to get the experience of a rough match at some point. Nobody has beautiful matches their entire career unless you play one match and peace out and win it and peace out. You know, if you stay in it for a season or more and you have more than one match, you're going to come upon a rough game.
If you played in at least 2 seasons and you've played maybe 4 matches within those 2 seasons, you're going to run into one of these matches.
The chances of it happening are definitely there. And maybe it's kind of nice to get out of the way and be like, okay, well, that happened.
Yeah.
And I've learned from it and now I can get better.
Yeah.
Because it would be hard to like come in guns a-blazing. I do really well from the get-go. Keep doing well. And then you hit that hard snag.
Yeah.
That's kind of, it's not exactly what happened to Adam Collins because it's not like he ever got decimated.
Yeah.
But to come in and be like, wow, you win. wow, you won. Wow, you TKO'd that person. Wow, you're doing this. Wow, you're still winning. And then your first loss, and everyone's like,
it's kind of like what happened to Paul Oyama.
Yeah.
And the season he beat Dan Murrell for the title, defended it against Jeff Snyder.
Right.
And then goes on to Spectacular and just has a really rough go at it.
Which
and gets
sucks.
knocked out in the 4th round.
It sucks for that competitor.
Yeah.
Because you do so well only for people to put you up on this pedestal. And then once you fall a little bit, they're like, oh, well, I guess they're losing their touch. Guess they're done,
Yeah.
you know? But if you come in
And
first match or two and you
Yeah.
have this rough go
and you work for it.
and you work for it, then it's like, wow, rise a phoenix rising from the ashes. What a comeback story, you know?
And I've said it before, I like those stories better than an Adam Collins type of story. It's like
Nothing against Adam Collins.
nothing against that, but like me personally, I like to see the competitors that come in and work for it and don't become
Kevin Smets.
Kevin's like those. They get knocked down and they have to come back. I love those stories because it's like you earn it. You earn. Not that if you go and blaze a trail like Adam Collins did, like you didn't earn it.
Of course.
I think it's just far more interesting to see somebody get knocked down and say no,
I'm not done here.
no, and then find your way back to the mountaintop.
Yeah.
And then you succeed. I love those stories.
Yeah, looking in the face of adversity and being like, nah, I'm better than this.
Yeah.
And I know I can do it, and I'm going to do it, and then you do it, and it's like, what now?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That is a fun story.
Yeah, it's the rougher journey to travel, but you learn so much on it because I feel like I'm reading my story on the Schmoedown of like getting knocked down and then like, oh man, well at least we know where to go from here.
Yeah.
At least we know what not to do this time.
Right.
And you keep running into those roadblocks and it's like, well, we take that and we just put it back in the shelf.
Yep,
And,
shapes who you are as a competitor.
exactly. And I said it before, like the way that I came into the Schmoedown, the way my path to the title was, I'd rather have it that way. Because now we have all these learning lessons.
Oh, yeah.
And for Jesse and for Whitnabin, it'll be pretty much the same way. Now you know exactly what you have to do.
Yeah. And it sucks because I feel like a lot of people are probably going to be like, especially for Jacob, like, oh, well, you know. But it doesn't mean that your career is over. It just means that you had a rough go in your start.
Yeah. And if you don't get invited back, there's always the FCL. Make your name for yourself there, and then you'll find your way back to the Schmoedown.
Exactly.
So it's
you
never over.
know. And if I don't know. I highly doubt that. I feel like the rookie class this year, so many of the rookies are so highly motivated that I highly doubt any of them would get knocked down and be like, never mind, I'm done. Like, I'm sure that Jacob is given the opportunity. He's going to learn from it and improve.
Yeah.
And Jesse never talked to the man, but even though this was a win, I'm going to go ahead and bet that he's going to be like, oh, no, I don't want to do that again. I want to get that win in a more dominant, confident fashion, you know? So even though it was a win,
it's a learning opportunity.
I'm sure Jesse's going to come back with a vengeance and be like, nope, not again.
Yeah. And he's our IG guy. I'm looking at our roster. We don't have another IG competitor. He's our guy. So he's the one that's going into the tournament. He's the one that we're riding on in the IG tournament. So, you know, we're all going to do our part and make sure to get him where he needs to be. Yeah. And knowing the conversations that I had with him, it's like, yeah, he's doing the work. It's just like he said, Planet of the Apes is just that category. He's just like, please,
the one slice on the wheel.
Yeah, and it just happened to be the one slice that was given to him that he didn't get to that day.
Yeah, and what are the chances?
Yeah,
that you get opponent's choice and they give that one to you.
It's like when the teacher is in class, is like, hey, does anybody know the answer? And you're sitting in the back like, please. And it's like, oh,
Andrew.
Hey, yeah.
Like, oh, damn it. No.
Should have worn a darker shirt today.
I don't even remember the question.
Why did I have to wear my Superman shirt today?
Like, I wonder if Jesse ever let on in his first match that he didn't like Planet of the Apes? Like, how would they have known?
I don't know.
Or was it pure luck?
He missed that one in the first round. So maybe it's like, hey, he missed that one question.
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
Crazy, though, that one slice.
Yeah, it happens. It's just very fortunate, you know, that...
And your work's laid out for you.
Yeah, your work's laid out for you now.
Go watch some Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah.
So, you know, learning opportunity. And at least it came from a win. You don't get that very often.
Yeah. It's very few times that you'll, you know, have a rough match and come out on top.
And learn a hard lesson with a win.
Yeah. There's very few times that will happen to a competitor.
Yeah.
And it's just when it does happen, you just take it in stride. It's like, all right, it's a win, then learn from it. That's all you can do.
Absolutely. So guess what?
3 points for the Mercs. I'm just so glad.
Yeah, good job.
Sorry.
Yeah, so on that note, we got us a big week.
Huge week again.
Ahead of us.
Okay, so again, the next week you will get 2 episodes of Beyond Schmoedown.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we're going to do it on a Monday, Tuesday or a Monday, Wednesday.
No idea.
We'll see. But we're
see where
gonna,
the wind takes
So the first episode on Monday will be as regularly scheduled. Will be the week's worth of matches, and the
Right.
second episode of the week will be Collision.
So it does appear that the website was updated because we got ourselves a couple of additional matches this week.
What's up for Wednesday? What do we got for Wednesday?
I'm nervous just looking at it.
What we got? Who we got?
Oh, you're so embarrassing. For Wednesday, July 28th. Nicki Dimalanta of The Usual Suspects.
Say it loud and proud.
Me of The Usual Suspects versus Johnny Crash Hoey.
Do you have a nickname on there? Or
No, it's not on here.
it's not.
So I guess we'll just, I mean, it won't be a surprise when people hear it, but I guess we'll just let people hear it when they hear it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not that it was already taped or anything. It hasn't happened yet, right? We'll just let people hear it when they hear it. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Crash Hoey of the Dungeon. That's scary.
He's 1-0.
Exactly. So, and originally on the site, it was like, oh, it's Jeff Lowe. Oh, it's Lacey. Oh, it's John. I'm like, what's happening?
It's like your competition got exponentially harder.
Why am I stepping up?
It's like you get somebody who hasn't debuted yet. Oh wait, no, you get somebody that has debuted but lost, but they did pretty good.
Yeah.
Now you get somebody who has debuted,
Oh, then one
played really well, and they're 1-0. Oh no.
Good luck, idiot.
How you feeling? I'm excited. I can't wait to see.
Nervous as hell.
Can't wait to see you compete.
Nervous as hell.
So can we finally concede? You're on the docket.
I mean, you never know. Things could always happen. It could get delayed. There might be edits that need to be made. You know? This time next week.
Flip Jessica over.
This time next week, so long as there are no weird edits or postponings. That's probably not a word. I will concede.
So next week, you will have to introduce yourself the proper way.
Yeah, I guess. God, I'm like nervous just looking at it.
That's for Thursday.
Thursday, July 29th, lightning time of The Usual Suspects versus Danger Zone of the Dungeon. And is this not number one contender?
No.
This is I think path to something, or what is this?
Two, so I think the winner of this goes on to face
Final exam.
That's another thing I
right.
wanted to talk about. So the winner of this is another mini gauntlet to go to the title. So
That's
the
what
winner
it
of this will face Final exam in a number one contender match. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
And the winner of that
will face
the winner
of whoever wins at Collision.
Right. That is correct, I think.
So either Shazam or Corruption.
It's going to be rough. These are some heavy hitting teams.
These are, man.
I mean, you expect no different when you're on the path to a title.
Yeah.
Or holding a title. And then Friday, July 30th, got a little bit of mystery. It says TBA Singles Tournament Round 1. Oh boy, buckle up. We're getting into tournament season, everybody. So that's this week prior to the big event.
What do we got for Collision, baby?
Then we got the Schmoedown Collision on Saturday, July 31st. Big deal because this is not a pay-per-view event. I mean, it is in spirit. But Christian decided, hey man, I'm going to just premiere the hell out of this for anyone and everyone to watch.
I think a lot of it has to do is that it's sponsored.
Oh yeah, it's sponsored by Captain Morgan.
We're not drinking. Get those out of frame. Unless they want to sponsor us.
I'd love to get sponsored by them.
Love to get sponsored by
sponsored by
unnamed
Captain Morgan. Very exciting. So Saturday, July 31st. I think it's 12 p.m.
PT.
Pacific, 3 p.m. normal.
Normal time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. I think the business world does run on Eastern Standard.
Unless you're the entertainment industry,
no,
and
it does.
You premiere Loki at like 3 a.m.
No, it business, like especially the stocks, because that's where because the site is run out of New York. New York's on Eastern Standard. So catch up, people. The sun rises over here.
No, those Pacific Standard timers, they take it out on us with their Disney Plus releases. Oh, hey, idiot, you want to watch Bad Batch? You got to stay up until like the wee hours of the morning.
3 a.m.
Otherwise, the rest of us LA people are going to spoil it for you on Twitter all day. That's how it always goes. That's the way it was for Bad Batch, the way it was for Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, which we still haven't watched, but I've seen tons
WandaVision.
of WandaVision.
And Mandalorian.
Yeah. But yeah, like I wake up in the morning and it's like I don't even want to look at my Twitter or anything because all these Pacific Standard timers over here are like, oh my God, there was the best episode of WandaVision, the best episode of Loki.
Can you believe this
Can you
person
believe
died?
it? Spoilers, a half an inch below what I'm about to say, but I warned you, right? I'm not salty at all. At least we got the stock market. Anyways, Saturday, July 31st. Assuming, and I do believe, that this is an order of how the matches are going to go. First match. How is this the first match? We got the Star Wars title being put on the line by the defending champ, Andrew the Hunter. I don't even know why I'm looking at my phone like I need to read his fucking name. How dumb is that? We've got the Star Wars title being defended by Andrew the Hunter Dimalanta of the Mercs going up against the challenger, lights out, Laura Kelly of, right?
Of Swag.
I was just want to make sure I didn't say something dumb.
And she's looking real good too, so.
Yeah, she always does. So what a way to kick off Collision.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's a hybrid event too, because this match is digital.
Right.
And then
you got two digitals and you got two studios.
Two studios. So it goes digital, studio, digital.
Yeah. So, man, what a way to start it out.
Yeah.
My God. Dimalanta Kelly. Well, two, but kind of three, but two.
Two.
You know,
It's
if
two.
you're not counting the 5-way in Chicago because it wasn't one-on-one.
I kind of do and don't.
You do, but don't. If we're talking one-on-one, Kelly Dimalanta 2. It's going to be a barn burner, as the kids call it.
The last one came down to a missed 5.
That's right. That was a rough day.
That was a rough day for us.
Yep, for both of us. Yeah, that was a rough day. Sad plane flight home.
We'll see how this one turns out, because it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be good. Then, second, we've got Kevin Goodenough Smith of the Quirky Mercs.
That's the second one?
According to the website.
No, it should be the IG one.
Well, I don't know. I'm just looking at what's on the site.
That's the digital one as well.
Well, I'm just going to read what's on the site. And then if it's the wrong order, tell it to the site. Kevin Goodenough Smith of the Quirky Mercs versus Lady Justice, Marisol McKee of Corruption for a singles #1 contender match.
Ooh,
huge. You got big name Kevin Smith
undefeated.
going up going up against
Kevin Smith.
Marisol, very much a fan favorite, very much a tough competitor.
Yeah.
So that one should be a good one. I think it should be a great test for Kevin. See what happens with that. Then, don't know if this is in order, but at least here we've got Amaru Moses of the Usual Suspects versus Saul of the Den.
Just
Saul in an Inner Geekdom #1 contender match.
Winner of this goes on to face the winner of Mike and Chandru, which I cannot wait for.
Right. And this match, I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to find a Collision that there's a match that makes you go, All these matches are going to be like this match. Amaru, #1 overall draft pick for the Suspects. First round pick, rookie out of obscurity.
Yes.
So that's got to say something for Sam's confidence in what he can do. Then you've got Saul looking bulletproof.
Yeah, on a tear.
Oh my goodness.
He's just on like on a tear, like,
That's going to be a rough match. My goodness.
It's a hard go for both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because Amaru didn't, not the best of debuts, but he's like, you know what? It can only go up from here.
Exactly.
And he went up against, who was his last opponent to get to this point? It was guy from the Exchange.
Haas. Moose?
Yeah. Moose Haas, who looked dangerous. He looked just as dangerous as Saul, and like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
This is going to be.
Yeah, I would like, you would say, who what I would say is like, oh, yep, that's who I'm picking, but like, don't discount the other person as well, because
Yeah. A lot of people have been putting their predictions out there. There was a card put out by like Christian and the Facebook group and the Twitter account, the confidence card where you put like how many confidence points you have and who you think's going to win. And there's been a lot of Saul votes. There have been some Amaru. I feel like the majority of what I've seen for the IG is Saul. So it is interesting to see people's predictions, you know. But that's gonna be a rough.
We don't give ours here because we are at the Kiss of Death.
Oh no, we don't do picks.
We don't do
even
picks.
for matches that we are in.
That's true.
Nobody needs that kind of, you know, juju flying around. No thanks. And then, oh man, another title on the line
For the Mercs.
We've got Shazam.
Looking to
the Quirky
defend.
Mercs, the defending team's champs, going up against the challengers in corruption, looking to get this belt for what, a third time?
Third time. They can
Corruption of corruption.
Yeah, they could be one of three players that have been teams champions 3 times. The first to do it, I think the only one to do it is Jeff.
And can you tell me how that match is going to be? Oh my God.
Ooh.
And they've faced each other at least once or twice before, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shazam took the titles off of Corruption.
Oh, word.
So Corruption's looking to get payback for
Looking
that.
to get that revenge. Oh boy. I am so excited for Collision.
So excited for this weekend.
I feel like, I don't know, the buildup has just been really great. You know, I'm excited because these are some heavy matches.
Oh my God, you start off with the toughest division.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting
Wars?
because it's almost like they bookended it.
Yeah.
You know, your first match to really hook people
everybody
in
is a title match.
You got yourself a Star Wars title match, hooking people in. And then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got your team's title match on the line. So it's just a nice bookend with 2 other huge matches in between.
2 number contender matches, yeah.
So that will have implications for the rest of the season based on who wins. So,
great.
oh man, it's going to be a good event.
Yeah, and how blessed is the fandom? Like, you don't have to pay for it.
Oh,
you get
yeah.
it when everybody else drops. So like, if you want to cry spoilers the following week, you have nobody else to bully but yourself.
That is oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, because I was like, oh, we don't have to wait.
Yeah, we don't have to wait.
You
So
know,
so there's no spoiler warning for the next episode.
Yeah, typically I think we'd probably wait a little bit, but not now. It's
out to everybody.
it's going to be a free for all.
Not that type of one.
Not that kind, but you know what I mean. But yeah, super exciting. A big week, 7 matches total. Holy crap.
That's why we're splitting it into 2 episodes.
Trying to be good stewards of your time as per usual and ours.
More importantly, ours.
Because I'm not sitting here for 2 or 3 hours. Do you know what I could do with that time? Me time.
Can play Overwatch.
That's what I could do.
Can play New World.
Overwatch, New World, I guess.
I enjoy it.
It's whatever.
I haven't found out an MMO. The last MMO I played online was Star Wars. Was the New Republic one?
It's whatever.
I enjoy it.
But
or Rocket League. I haven't been really into Rocket League lately.
I'm not sitting here doing a podcast for 3 hours. I want to do me time. That's what I want to do. I want to treat me with that kind of time.
Yeah.
So, anyways, exciting week ahead of us.
Yes.
And look forward to have 2 shows next weekend, whatever.
That'd be great. So I think, we'll go ahead and wrap up today. And I just wanted to make sure that I have my dates right. So Star Wars competitor, Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online?
Hasn't aired yet, but whatever. You can find me on Twitter at Demi.
Oh, switching it up on me.
DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANT, and also on TikTok at Drew_Dimalanta. You can find me on Star Wars Explained channel on the 6th, talking Bad Batch.
Ooh,
so I'll be joining them on the 6th. I can't remember what time. I don't know if it's live or not. But yeah, I'll be talking Bad Batch with Alex, and I think Molly as well will be there. But yeah, so I'm going to be special guesting on them. I haven't talked to them in a while. So
Fun. It has been a while.
It has been a while. Talking Star Wars.
Yeah.
Bad Batch. I've been enjoying Bad Batch. You haven't been watching it, but yeah. So go ahead and head over there when that airs.
Yeah. Oh, and if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner and see we do things on YouTube.
Which is Radcast this week.
Oh, yeah.
So this Friday we're doing a Radcast. I don't think we never really...
We don't know what we're talking
We
about.
don't know what to talk about, but yes. So on Friday, Radcast, the 4th episode, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fourth episode of Radcast will be going up. So show that some love. I mean, it started off strong. We're kind of dipping on views lately. I don't know why.
It's still fun.
It's still fun, though. So it's a fun discussion. But yeah, go ahead and check that out. So, but thank you for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.